Tory Lanez resumes today after an hours-long court proceedings postponed it. Tory was found guilty in December for shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the feet and injuring her. This happened in 2020. His defense attorneys filed a motion for a new trial, but a judge denied it. ABC News legal contributor and trial attorney Brian Buckmeyer is joining us for more on this. Now, Brian, yesterday the judge said that he received 76 letters in support of Tory Lanez, and that several people even read statements in court, including the mother of his child. There was a chaplain at the jail also, and a psychologist. Could this play a role, do you think, in his sentencing?
Well, good morning, Kana. Interesting enough, also Iggy Azalea is reported to have sent a letter as well. I think it does play an important role in this case because, again, the minimum sentencing guideline here is 9. The max he can getting is 22 years and 8 months, but the prosecution is asking for 13. And the reason why I kind of paint that picture is these impact statements are going to have the judge thinking, where on the line should I be putting the jail sentence here? I think these letters push him lower and lower below that 13-year mark, even though the defense is asking for probation. And I think it does help, but the question is, how much does it help in comparison to the rest of the information provided?
Right, and the chaplain, I know, talked about his good behavior in jail. The psychologist also gave a statement that said Tory was diagnosed with PTSD and anxiety disorder, and that he would be a good candidate for the facility that she works at. Does that help his case?
So, personally, I would say no, but I think this is a very stylistic issue in the sense that the first part, the PTSD and any diagnosis that he has, does, I think, help him in saying, Judge, this is not a person we should be putting in jail for long periods of times, because jail doesn't help these things, it makes it worse. But in saying that he's a good candidate for a specific place in a facility, I've seen judges turn around and say, great, I know the exact place he should be going. He should be going to this jail, this facility to get the help so he's not shooting at women's feet in the street. So I think it can go both ways.
Right. Also, the LA County Deputy District Attorney read Megan's victim impact statement on her behalf, where she said that she hasn't experienced a single day of peace since she was shot by Tory, and she couldn't bring herself even to be in the room with him again. So how important is her statement?
Her statement, I think, is the most important statement. She also said in that letter that do not take her absence as anything else but protecting her mental health. That Tory Lanez had issued a campaign against her through his music, supposedly hiring people and bloggers to put out false information and misinformation. We've seen in this country when it comes to the prosecution of men where the women are the victims of the question of believing them. And I think we saw here firsthand, especially for a black woman, where so many people disbelieved her. We've even seen people like 50 Cent come out and say, hey, I was wrong. What I said about this case was incorrect. But now that the conviction is about to happen and the verdict's already come in, everyone is believing Megan Thee Stallion. The jury has believed this case. And I think that, as the judge has put it himself, he's not considering remorse, but the post-actions of Tory Lanez will be considered and will go into the sentencing. That, to me, suggests it's going to be at least double digits in terms of a sentence.
Oh, double digits. Interesting, because prosecutors here, right, asking for the judge to hand down a 13-year sentence, but Tory's attorneys say maybe he should only get probation, perhaps be released from jail to enter a residential substance abuse program. So how do you see that playing out then?
Yeah, I think that these victim impact statements are putting him in the double digits. The defense asked for probation, but even in their motions, they said, we understand he is not eligible based on the law. The law in California looks at the maximum being about 23 years and said it should be about half. And so I think he's going to get somewhere in that 13 range, maybe a little bit more.
All right. ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer, our thanks as always to you.